getting the big stop.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Turns up, it's White. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Moore. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He's not afraid to go deep. He hauls it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From deep, it's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Reed works the middle of the field. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40, past the 30.
What an interception. And he's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Here's more to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the run, it's Owens. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Keeps it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. This will likely be the last play of the half. They give it to him again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 15 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's Northwestern with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The give to the left side. Crosses to 45. Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the return, it's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. Got a little space. There's some room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Here comes the heat. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Right side, it's Johnson.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's White. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Keeps it moving. It's Owens. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Owens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Owens. He's past the marker. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reed lets it go. Complete in the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll bring it out. It's fair. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Moore with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
From the gun, it's White. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Rolling right and going deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's White. Crosses the 30. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! He scores for the 5th time in this game. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Play fake, Reed. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side. Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
22. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. To the back. Sees an alley. There he goes. He's got enough. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Tough run here. It's Owens. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
Into the secondary on the right. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Straight ahead, it's White. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moore rushes on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for room, it's White. Got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So an 82-yard drive there. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fussy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The give to the back. Got a little grass. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Buying time to his right. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Anderson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking for space. It's Owens. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments as a defense, like you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like we've stopped them all game long. Like they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.